I am a Thurso Community Development Trust board member. And I've got Joan with me today as well. Don't worry, we are in our own homes. So yeah, we are Thurso Community Development Trust. We became a formal group in January 2018. Is that right, Joan?
Yeah, we were a steering group in January 2018. We became a registered charity in February of 2019. So we were kind of working out where we were going and what we were going to do for the first year, and getting all the paperwork and all the documentation and all that sort of stuff in order. And also asking the community what they wanted, which is a big part of what we started off doing. We did like a massive survey, 1,200 people responded, saying what the priority needs were and looking at what projects we were going to do in Thurso. So, and I mean, the core aim of a development trust is that everything that we do is community led. So therefore, we do what our community needs. That's basically it. Maybe Marion can say a bit more about what kind of came out of that and what we sort of work on.
Yeah, so as you will have understood, we're a relatively young organisation. So we spent a long time asking the community, what do you want from our town? We all live here together. It's important that we spoke to as many people as we possibly could. And that's exactly what we did. So we have since developed a 5-year strategic plan that identifies all of our priorities over the next, would you believe it, 5 years. So that is available to read on our website, which is www.thursocdt.co.uk. It's on the front page and you can download it and read at your leisure. But the main thing that you guys asked us for was a community space, a large hall, somewhere that we can meet together, have all kinds of activities, somewhere for young, old, and everybody in between. So that is our priority, and there's been an exciting announcement on our social media just recently about that, actually. But for now, as in the last maybe 6 weeks or so, we have been going coronavirus crazy like the whole world. So that's something else we wanted to talk to you about. But we wanted to give a quick roundup to all our new likers, all our new followers, because we've gained loads in the last couple of weeks. So welcome. Thanks for being here with us. And yeah, enjoy. So at the moment, we are organising the community response for Thurso. We're working alongside partners in Highland Council and Caithness Voluntary Group, who are doing the Highland wide response, and we are responsible for Thurso, Halkirk, and Caithness West. So our team of volunteers, there's over 100 of you guys. We are putting out shopping to people, collecting prescriptions, taking people's dogs for walks, putting bins out, anything and everything, really. So our telephone number, which I should have looked at,
is 01847 867050. We've got a little team of admins. We've actually, since the 23rd of March, when we sort of launched doing the support, we've got pretty much a virtual call centre that's working as a wee network across the town, and out to Janetstown, where Marion is. So yeah, we've got a team of, I think it's 12 different admins that we've got on at the moment, and we're hoping to add some more soon. So the way that it basically works is somebody calls our number, you leave a voicemail because we're a virtual call centre, and one of the admins would call you straight back. Well, not quite straight back, but certainly within the hour. And from there, whatever the request is, we assign it out to different volunteers. We've got these WhatsApp groups that just work amazingly. We're over 100 people in one of the WhatsApp groups, and there's no argument or chatting or anything like that. We just use a kind of broadcast. It's almost like a kind of radio system sort of thing, to assign somebody. And somebody picks it up and goes and does shopping or picks up a prescription or whatever it is that's needed, including dog walking. We're answering all sorts of different kind of queries as well. And if there's anything that we can't answer, then we can find who it is that you need to speak to. And there's loads of opportunities to volunteer as well. We're starting to look at where we go next, because this may well be not a short run thing. So do we need to start providing meals for people? Do people need assistance with technology? All sorts of different things. Does somebody just need somebody to phone and have a chat with? And that's the sort of things that we're kind of looking at next, and developing them on. But it's kind of working really well at the moment, isn't it, Marion? We've had loads of thank yous and
Yeah.
yeah, it's good. It feels like a really good community spirit. That's what I feel I'm noticing.
Yeah, my favorite part is definitely phoning people back.
Yeah,
The people that need support are can be anxious and a little bit frightened, but sometimes all they need is just a yarn and a familiar voice on the phone. I think that's really helpful. So it's been really rewarding for us as an organization and hopefully for the volunteers as well. Um, so you can also actually, we're just going to launch shortly that you can submit your requests for support via email as well. So that'll be available on our website. We have a special page just for coronavirus updates. So you'll find that information there. You can register to volunteer with us. You can request support, and you can
make a donation.
that.
See, I'm the development manager, so I'm never going to forget that bit. Pound for a pound. But I mean, in all honesty, about money, we don't entirely know what we're going to need money for, both now and in the future. Um, there are some people that we've had to help out. You know, not everybody's as fortunate as some of the rest of us are. And also, we want to be able to start covering some of the volunteers' costs. You know, we've got volunteers that are, in all seriousness, running all over the county to get things and to get shopping and things like that as well. And those volunteers have just been stars, as well as the admins. So, I mean, we get the reward as well because we actually get to speak to people, which, just as Mariam was saying, like, so rewarding. I'm just having some of the best yarns I've ever had, you know, just amazing stories you get from people on the phone and stuff. Um, Potentially doing meals, potentially doing technology assistance. Like we just don't know, and we are sitting doing lots and lots and lots of funding applications as well, to try and get some money. And we have had quite significant donations so far that we want to say thank you for from Thurso Community Council and also Thurso Rotary Club. Thank you, um, which will be well used in all of our efforts. Yep. Yeah. Anything else that we're doing, Marion?
Um, I can't. I don't think so at the
Oh,
moment.
community magazine.
Oh, that old thing.
Yeah, that thing. We are doing a community magazine. We
Yeah,
are.
promise.
Just the design work is getting a bit stuck because we're busy answering calls from people, but it's top of the list. We did put out an appeal today for people to send in any photos they've got, smiley, happy photos, rainbows, windows, especially. My goodness, there's some amazing windows around the town. Some of the shops, even though they're closed and they've had to close, have just done the most incredible windows. I think Laura from Eye Candy and Barbara from the Coo's Tail need a special shout out on that score.
Yeah, it's brilliant. There's been some really good photographs sent in. Just today, actually, there was a wee flurry, and there's loads of lovely kids having lovely time in the snow and rainbows in everybody's windows. It's just lovely.
We'd like to think that if any of you noticed, at last Thursday night's hand clap, Santa played Thursday a visit. On Friday morning, we all woke up to snow. Coincidental? Who knows? Who knows?
We'll make no
Who knows
promises.
what might happen this Thursday night? Who knows?
I think that leads us quite nicely on to, though, that it will be Thursday evening when this goes out. So we would like to invite you all to your doorsteps, safely 2 meters away from anyone you don't live with. Grab a pot and a wooden spoon or anything that you can make a big loud noise with and go crazy. Clap for our carers, for our NHS team, and for yourselves, all our volunteers, everybody who's just doing their best, staying at home, staying safe, giving everybody you know a quick phone or an email. It really does make all the difference. So yeah, join us. And there's a team in West Gills, we believe, as well, who are going to be dancing and playing the Proclaimers as loud as they can at 8 o'clock. So yeah, why not join in? I think they were going to ask Caithness FM to play the song that they've picked um, at 8 o'clock. So stick your radios on and get dancing on your doorsteps.
But just one more minute of your time before you go and do
Of
that, because we are hoping to put this out at Thursday night, just before all this happens. Um, we're kind of thinking about doing these sort of updates, maybe like wee short updates where you've got Marion and Joan speaking, or you've got whoever. We can try and convince some other people to interview and get along. If you want some hair tips, if like me, the roots are already starting to get a bit dodgy. Um, Anything else that you could think of? I mean, also got what we didn't mention in our kind of current projects is we've got our brilliant Thurso Grows team, and they're keeping people going over on their channels with kind of gardening advice and things like that, and how to grow your own, and composting and food waste. I think actually on Wednesday nights they're doing a Zoom cook along, so all sorts of stuff going on there. So yeah, throw us any ideas you've got for anybody you'd like us to interview. Like, I don't think we're going to get Posh Spice.
You never know.
Never know, never know.
Petition Posh.
um, but any other bits of advice and stuff like that you'd want, anything you want us to cover, and we'll probably just carry on doing we're kind of weekly or bi-weekly news with Joan and Marion.
Yeah. If we don't
Yeah.
get anything else coming forward, then lucky you. It'll just be us.
Yep. From the comfort of our homes. If you do want to scroll right back on our social media, you can also catch us in the sea if you'd like some light-hearted fun. Yeah, no big waves in the living room, though. So I think that just leaves us with go and get your pots and pans ready and go and start clapping and hollering and making a noise, and
Yeah.
yeah, and we will catch you again another evening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. See you
Okay.
later.
Bye.